Are we good to go?
I think so.
Yet again, they've changed how you set up a live stream and the whole sort of back end of it. Confused the hell out of me. I'm in the window I was in the other day. If you saw when I was trying to live stream and screen share, and there's no screen share button. But that time I managed to find the old-fashioned way of setting up a Google Hangout. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I was hoping to screen share, and it's not going to happen. We're just going to have to.
You've been confused by technology.
Ignore that bit. So anyway, sorry, I'm waffling. Welcome. If you're new, my name's Nick, and this is
Andrea.
And we are full-time resellers. We buy and sell stuff, and that's how we earn our living. Been doing it for 16 years now, and we have a YouTube channel where we chat about what we do.
We talk about what we do.
What we do and how we do it. And today, on a Sunday, we just go live and share stuff. If we've bought anything, maybe talk about some sales and our week.
Yeah.
And generally,
says that you've been tangoed.
I have been tangoed. Yeah. This has just come out of the wash and it was covered in little bits of tissue. Somehow a tissue got in.
It was in your jeans pocket.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So I've been picking off. So if you see little white specks, it's not dandruff, honest. It's bits of tissue. You know when you leave a tissue in your jeans, which I tend to do.
Yeah, it was very annoying.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not quite on the ball tonight, I'm afraid. I'm just suffering with a really bad headache. So yeah. I'm usually not on the ball, but tonight it's even worse. I just can't shift it. We were supposed to do our 10-mile walk today, and I had trouble getting out of bed. I just been floored by it. So,
yeah, we failed to do our 10-mile training walk. If you don't know, we're doing a marathon, a walking marathon. We're not running. And today was scheduled in for 10 miles, which we had planned to do.
I know.
And it just didn't happen. So we're going to try and do that tomorrow.
Annoyed because we could have done it Friday, but then we thought, well, we'll do it Sunday. We don't have anything planned, and it just felt awful all day. So
yeah, the chat is different in this new screen that you can't see. The chat's all incorporated. It's down the side. It's very nice. Yeah, but there's just no screen share
it's odd
option
for us. It's
there's a little counter up in the corner that tells us how long we've been live. It's all fancy.
It looks clearer as well. I don't know if it really is.
I don't know.
To us, it does.
There's a little people icon that says 140 people in and 11 thumbs up.
Oh, well, thank you for the thumbs up.
Yeah. So if you guys thumbs up now, that number, there you go. Look, 12.
Wow, well done.
See, that's so much easier that we can monitor everything in one screen, but there's no screen share option. So YouTube, not like they're watching, but can you give me a screen share option within this Hangout? Because this is really cool, but
yeah,
we can't.
We need to do
share screens.
Yeah, because we can't share our sales or other stuff. So,
no.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go the route of OBS because too technical. So
you need a more easier version, don't you?
Yeah. Well, this would be perfect if I could screen share.
Can you scroll? Can you bring it down so we can?
I was going to say a few hellos first. First into there was Peter. Hi there, and then John, Amy, Lucy, Corinne. Corinne messaged me.
Oh yeah,
she's getting my Switch cover made, and it should be with us, I think, Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, can't wait for that. Hi Chelsea, Ben. Right, let me scroll down to the bottom. Chris is in. Bumcrack Picker, Ray, will you take less? Welcome, guys. Right, I'm just going to get to the bottom so we are up to date with chat. There's Lainey and Daniel. Right. We've been to a Jumble sale.
Yeah, not today. Went yesterday.
Yesterday, I've got the very squeaky chair today.
Oh, you've got the squeaky chair. Yeah.
I was sorting out sales for tomorrow. Shipping. Shall I share some of the stuff that's going out before we do Jumble?
If you like, yeah.
I'll quickly do a few sales because I was picking them ready to get ahead of myself packing. A lot of this is mega haul, like the car sales haul stuff. Apart from this, you may have seen in that we did a Jumble vlog last week.
Yeah.
And I think it shows me finding that in a charity shop for £2.
Yes.
Listed it for 13 with £2.99 shipping, so £16 all in, and it went within about a day. So that's going out. That's Tupperware Shapeover ball. these, I listed a load of these SsangYong brakes, and it surprised me. I think this is the third set to go out at £50 a box. It's just four brake pads. I think these are fronts. Can't remember. Fronts or rears, one or the other. So yeah, that was nice.
Elmo STM says, what's the switch thing you've had made?
It's a dust cover.
Yeah.
So we can keep the switch out on the side with a cool little dust cover.
Yeah. So Karen makes those, doesn't she?
Yeah. And I had a choice of which fabric to choose. I won't spoil it, but it's cool. I'll share that probably next Sunday in the chat. From that auction haul again, these are going out. We bought a stationery cupboard. I know I've banged on about this. I'm still amazed.
Not an actual cupboard, but
no.
The contents of it.
The contents of it. And it blew our mind how much profit we made out of it. These are just little Nobo, like little cards. They go in a big board. So you slot your cards in and out. You know what I mean? They're little like note cards. Anyway, they went for a tenner. There's no real value in them. So that's cool.
They look pretty though.
And
I've got a very squeaky chair today.
Squeaking like mad. More of these books. You can still see we have most of them left. I'm not quite trying to poke you in the face.
Dave Roller says, did you know they bought a stationery cupboard? Yeah. Just like, did you know that Zahir's got another YouTube channel?
Has he?
Yeah.
Has he really? Yeah. Oh, well, and Tom's got a gaming channel.
Yeah.
Who knew? So the books are still ticking along. These two, which are old, these are 2002 for a Hyundai H100 truck, and they went out 30 quid. And then also from the car parts, this was nice. This is like parking sensors, but this is a front and rear pack, and that went for 75. And I chucked in some little cable extensions for it. So that's some of the stuff that is going out tomorrow. I haven't picked all of it yet, though. But yeah, we were going to share some Jumble bits.
Yeah, we were.
Is that the plan?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
Oh, have you got?
Well, as I said, I don't know what we're to share really, because it's more. I can't even speak tonight, and that's the usual, but it's worse today. It's just general.
I feel like I'm a long way away. Well, that duvet's cool.
Yeah, the duvet's cool. It's just
or duvet cover. We'll grab that, and then I'll think what I've got. I'll have a look in the chat.
Okay. Yeah,
hey Carla, how are you doing? Hi Jason.
This was really nice. This was let me see if I can open it up and I can show you.
Lainey is watching whilst eating skinny popcorn. What's skinny popcorn? Is that low pet? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to show it. Wind in the Willows.
Oh, that is so cool.
Wind in the Willows.
Can you see? You've got Badger, really cool. Molly. Is that Ratty?
And Toad.
Toad.
On the top.
Is this based on the one that had? I don't want to poke you in the boob. Is this based on the kids show from the 80s?
I don't know.
Who was it's voiced by Del Boy?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, wasn't the frog voiced by David Jason?
I always think of I can't actually think of his name. He was in Doctor Who. He played the dad of Catherine Tate's character. I always thought it was him that voiced Wind in the Willows.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Willie Rushton?
No. But anyway, yeah.
That is really nice. I like it.
Absolutely no idea on the value of it as yet because I haven't looked it up.
I think this is based on that 80s one, isn't it?
Well, it's really nice.
It's old, anyway.
Lovely colours and just, yeah, I almost wish I had a small child now so I could,
and this was
decorate their room.
50 pence, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
I think I was with you when we were looking for that or found that. So that's cool. Yeah. Shall I show a couple of bits? I picked up another 90s point and click. Andrew did quite well last week.
They haven't sold yet, but I've listed them.
You've listed them.
Yeah.
We took a punt on 2 last week. One we've listed at 20 and one at 10, have we?
Bernard Cribbins. Yes, thank you, Barry. Yes, Bernard Cribbins.
Oh, but
that's why I remember doing it. Or was he Winnie the Pooh? It was something like that, but
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Toady or Toad of Toad Hall, whatever, was
Yeah,
David
you're
Jason.
probably right. You're probably
I
right.
don't know. Anyway, you listed the two from last week, one at 20 and one at 10, was it? Or
Yeah. No, actually, it was less than that. I think it was $5.99. There wasn't a lot of value in it.
oh, so one was good at 20 and one was pretty poor. Yeah, this one is a. I don't know if that's going to show. There you go. Samsung Pheno. Paid £1 on it, and we found out when we got home it had.
Yeah, you were very excited by this.
It's got batteries in. Oh, the technology. Andrea's in the Andrea. No, you're Andrea. Ellen's in the other room playing with her new Canon. We bought her. Now, what did we buy her? 750D.
Yeah.
We spent £500 on a camera for Ellen for her A-level photography.
She's getting very frustrated because she can't pair it up with her phone.
Yeah, she's trying to hook it up with her phone. It's like, whoa.
1 minute it works, next minute it doesn't.
So anyway, that's that. But I don't think it's a good one. I briefly looked it up on my phone. I was going to screen share and together we'd find out what are the good finds and what are not. It would have been interesting to see if we could find that duvet cover.
Yeah.
But we can't screen share in this new YouTube Hangout window.
I'm sorry.
So
I've been rubbish today, so I haven't looked anything up.
But I think that's only like between £5 and £10. So not a great one. But I like him.
Oh,
And
Bernard Cribbins was the Wombles. Yeah, I'm sure he did something like it was like Jack and Ori or something. I just really remember it. Either A Wind in the Willows or Winnie the Pooh or something.
Danger Mouse was David Jason. It was, but
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. There was a TV series.
I'm going to look it up at some point. I'd screen share now and look it up and show you guys, but I can't.
We can't because YouTube are not helpful.
So yeah, that was nothing exciting. I found these right. We stayed quite late on into the Jumble, didn't we? It wasn't as good as it normally is. This is the one we've done videos in before where I can get up on the stage and look around the hall and stuff like that. And it's the one where a grumpy old man shouted at us for looking things up on eBay. And it's usually much better, as in they have a lot more volume of stock. But a few people I spoke to there said, yeah, there's just not much. I went into the media room and he had like half a crate of DVDs and a handful of CDs. Normally there's 2 or 3 crates full. And on the stage, there was just very little, hardly any toys at all. So it was really poor. There were loads of clothes there, weren't there?
Yeah, I bought about half as much as I normally buy.
Yeah,
this time.
and I didn't get a lot.
That wasn't because there wasn't a lot there. It was just because I was just trying to be selective, really.
Yeah. But right near the end, I happened to go and look at the shoes. There's a couple of ladies that we see there every time that go and they hoover up all the good shoes. So we don't normally go and look.
Yeah. I saw one of them. She had a IKEA bag full of them.
Yeah, exactly. So we kind of leave them to it, really. But I went right at the end and everything had been reduced on the shoes to 20p a pair. And I found these. So let me know in the chat if you know. If I do that, you'll know exactly what they are. There's a delay.
I think they didn't want those because they're not ladies' shoes, because they're more kids' shoes. And I think they go for the ladies' shoes. They do shoes and handbags.
Heelys, there you go. Bang. It's Curly Chloe. Yeah, Heelys. We've had these a while back, didn't we? We had some boxed ones. These are really quite small. I don't know what the size is, actually. I hope they're labelled with a size. They've got a lump of blue tack on them. Can you see a size?
Grip, apparently.
Oh, I'll get a free leaf with every purchase.
Oh, here we are. It's inside there. UK 4.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, for 20p, they on the face of it, on the top, they're really nice condition. But without being able to screen share and have a look now, I can't tell you what they were.
It's going to bang on about this.
It's annoying.
It is annoying.
I quite enjoyed screen sharing live and looking things up last week.
And you don't like change.
I don't mind change if it's helpful.
That's where Ellen gets it from.
No, you're wrong. I do like change if it helps. This is quite nice and easy to set up, this new YouTube Hangout. But they've taken some of the really helpful functions out. Oh, why did I clap then?
I don't know.
We bought some curtains.
Oh, yeah.
just because they were
You
interesting.
started rummaging through curtains, didn't you? And you saw those.
Well, a few people have shared recently, I think, in the Tat Chat group or on
But
videos.
I think that it's mainly more sort of silk curtains and more expensive curtains that do better.
Well, these I thought I'd take a chance on because they're vintage St. Michael. And didn't the lady tell us what this pattern was?
She might have done. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Does it say on the label?
So it's a pair of vintage.
Yeah, they haven't.
80. It doesn't say on the label.
They've been
I had a look.
adjusted at the bottom, haven't they?
But I think
they haven't been hemmed or something.
we might sell these. Oh, a ka-ching. It's a Hyundai touch-up paint repair scratch kit. It's a little tube of paint for $15.99. That's cool. I've got a bunch of them.
I can't find a label.
There is a label. It doesn't say what the pattern is.
Oh, doesn't it?
These have quite. They're very sun faded down one or sun. Yeah, it's gone sort of. This edge is quite yellowed. You're not going to be able to see it on screen. Anyway, I think we might sell it as material, as vintage material. Yeah. If not curtains.
Well,
don't
just
know.
list them as both. Say the curtains, vintage material, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
anyway, I don't think.
Country garden tea rose or something like that.
If anyone knows what it's called, and you can look it up for us now and let us know, that'd be nice. It is similar, but she gave it a name. Anyway, oh, and also there wasn't a lot there. This is why I was grabbing a few random things. I grabbed this quite near the end. She charged me £1, and what this is. I struggled to look it up, but then I found on the cards it's Paul Hamlin Limited, 1967. So using Hamlin and I think the date, I managed to find what this is, and it's got a particular chef or cook from the 60s, and I can't remember now. If I could screen share, I'd go in and find it for you and show you. But it's like everything you could imagine. So you got slimming recipes, cakes and biscuits, gâteaux. I don't know. It looked interesting. And I've seen somewhere in the back of my mind, I've seen somebody share a recipe box like this. It's vintage that they did quite well on. These look to be about £20 with shipping on top. So not amazing, but certainly worth picking up. We've got hot puddings, cold desserts. So there you go. Yeah, and it's all in a funky little box. Oh wait. Go on.
No, I saw a comment, but I think it's zoomed by, so I can't read it. Oh no, Carla said, my friend's mum had that recipe set when I was a kid. I think my nan had something really similar, if not the same.
Yeah, they were all the range, 60s, 70s, weren't they?
Well, I don't know.
It's quite a nice thing.
70s, 80s, I'd say.
Well, this is 60s.
Oh, is it?
67.
Oh, okay.
And it's got a knife and fork on there, but that's quite faded. But that shouldn't matter. So I should get 20 back on that plus shipping. What else? Oh yeah, bought a typewriter. You'll see there wasn't a great deal of quality stuff there, so I picked a few bits up just because this is an Olympiette. Is that how you say it? Olympiette? Olympiette, which I don't think are particularly sought after. So traditional old-fashioned portable typewriter. I'm thinking 80s. I don't know, maybe 70s.
Could be 70s. It's got that orange type on it.
Yeah, it's really quite a nice thing, but I think they're quite common. I did briefly look it up on my phone, and I think I'm looking at 20 to 30 on this, and I paid £3. But I've had the electronic ones, which I've done better on, and they seem to sell really well. This is obviously just a mechanical. So we'll see. It's in lovely condition, actually, looking at it now. Don't think it's had a whole lot of use.
Christian says, does it ping?
Does it ping? Hold on. How do we... When does it ping? When it gets to the end, isn't it? Ah! Oh, my God. I'm going to injure myself.
Don't break it.
I can't make it ping, no. No, I don't think
It doesn't appear to ping.
it's not a pinger. No, I've got to try and get this back together. So yeah, there was that, which is okay. Should be an easy, quick listing. And then we went charity shopping, didn't we? Oh, I got another one of these little food slices. I've had those before. They sell easy. And a Nerf gun for £1.
The obligatory Nerf gun.
It's a Raider, but it doesn't have a
Magazine. Ooh, get me.
It's working fine. Annoyingly, I sold off a load of Nerf not long ago, and I was bundling in loads of magazines with the guns.
Carla says, Nick, I got black Converse size 10 today. Do you want first shout before I list them?
Probably not this time. I'm trying to move away from Converse because they've not been doing my feet any good. I've been wearing Converse and nothing but Converse for years, and they're not great for your feet. So I'm going to wear out the 5 or 6 pairs I currently have and then get more comfy, more solid shoes, I think.
Squeezing your toes, aren't they?
Yeah, but thanks, Carla. I appreciate that. I'm actually wearing the ones you sent me. which I'm working on wearing out quite rapidly. So anyway, that was good. What's that?
Says, next time I get some cozy feet Velcro slippers, I'll think of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime you've ever been bought slippers for Christmas, you never wear them.
I don't wear
Even
slippers.
if they're fun, silly slippers, you never wear them.
No. So I'm going to get some decent walking shoes, stroke boots, and a decent pair of trainers.
Yeah, well, you better hurry up because we've only just got just over a month now before our actual walk.
Yeah,
you need to wear them in.
I need to wear them in. I took a punt on this. I don't tend to buy clothing. I had gone through all of the bric-a-brac probably 3 or 4 times by this point and was just hanging around. So I started looking at the clothes and I found it's an official Rugby World Cup 2015. Really thick, really nice quality England one, and it's large. It's 2XL. So I think by that point it was 20p, wasn't it, the clothing?
Well, they were on the tables, the 20p.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that was 20p.
Oh, Barry says you can tell that you're getting old because you're moving on to sensible shoes.
Sensible shoes. Well, I want to get some trainers, I'll quite happily buy some funky looking trainers, but they just need a bit more support than what these Converse give me, really.
Yeah.
Especially if we're going to be doing all these, if we're going to carry on doing lots and lots of walking. If you just joined us, we were supposed to do a 10-mile walk today as part of our training. And I do have some walking boots, but they are worn out. I've worn them out completely. Have you done any miles? There you go, Dave. We were supposed to do 10 today.
Yeah, but I'm afraid I haven't been very well today. So
No, are you still suffering now?
Yeah, I can't shake it at all.
Yeah, you need to go straight to bed after this. We went, usually when we do this Jumble, you may see in the vlogs that we make, we go into the nearby town and have a wander around charity shops and get some lunch. So we did the same, and I found a couple of nice bits. I've kind of destroyed, you'll see in the video that's going to come out probably tomorrow, I was showing this Lego truck in the video and managed to break it while sat in the car. So that's a bit of a mess. But I found some lawn bowls, and these are Henselite. I believe my dad has Henselite bowls. My mum and dad are bowling fanatics. My dad's the president of Datchworth Bowls Club, isn't he? And he is. They're so into it. These were priced up at, I think it was 16.
Well, Peter says that like Z and Beck not done much miles. Well, we did a 5-mile walk on Monday and then a 4-mile walk on Wednesday. So we have done some miles this week. We were supposed to do 10 at the end of the week and we scheduled it for today, and then I've just been wiped out all day. Struggled to get out of bed really, so yeah.
We will try and fit it in tomorrow. So yeah, on these bowls I paid £16, which may seem like a lot, but with the really quite fancy Reebok bag. It seems odd to me. Reebok and bowls doesn't seem to go together.
No, it
You think
doesn't.
Reebok and basketball or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot for 50. I may go a bit higher and just put offers on, but I've seen very similar bowls, similar size and weight. Go for that of this brand, which is Henselite, and these are Classic Deluxe. So, yeah, pleased with that. Oh, here's the rest of the Lego. Hold on.
Ryan says, thank you, Ryan. He says, you'll smash the walk, guys. Can't be 100 miles an hour every day. Rest up. Thank you. Yeah,
Just fishing
we'll
up.
get there. It's feeling a little bit daunting, I suppose, now that it's ramping up. But like we said, when we first did the first 4 mile walk, it seemed a lot, and then we did 8 miles, and then when you go back to doing another 4 mile, it's like, oh, this is a breeze.
Oh crap!
So every time we do more miles, you know, the shorter miles feel so much easier. So it just gets easier every time we do it.
I'm failing here.
So, yeah, by the time we get to 26 miles, we'll be fine.
We'll be knackered, is what we'll be.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that I'm just going to roughly put this back together. Live Lego building with
Adrian
Nick.
says, make sure Nick stops playing with his bowls. Gives you lots of TLC.
Yeah. Anyway, I've partially rebuilt that. Right. So that's my bowls. I'm hopefully going to turn the £16 investment into 50 on those. And then this, can you hold my partially destroyed cab? Was in a charity shop.
I'm a Lego model now.
It's in bits. It's got, you see, I've knocked the blooming wheels off that. That's a dragster, and it goes on the trailer, and then that hooks up. But it's missing lots of bits because half of it's probably still in the bowls bag, to be honest. And that was 99p. For that money, I'd buy pretty much any Lego. Okay, so that was that. It's got a little Lego dude sat in it with his helmet on. Cool. What did you get out in the charity shops?
I left it in the other room actually.
Oh,
because I thought we were just talking about the Jumble.
All right. Oh, you got that cool Laura Ashley, didn't you?
Yeah, I got like a knitted Laura Ashley tank top, which I can't figure out if it's a men's or a women's. I'm probably going to list it as a men's. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, it was quite cool. I could go and get it and show you.
No Lego instructions, says Christian. Real men don't use instructions. I haven't got any. Oh, Heather's in. People are saying hi to Heather. Oh yeah, Treasure Pirate is Heather. Hi peeps, late to the show. That's fine. You haven't missed a lot.
Yeah, Hillsman's wondering if we can see his comments. Yes, we can, but
yeah,
I tell you what, it goes quick. So if we're talking or if we're, you know, concentrating on something else, we quite often miss comments. So
you should know by now.
Sorry that we do.
We're not the best at keeping up with the chat. It's really hard to keep a conversation going and keep a train of thought and read every comment.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Apologies if we miss stuff, but I can see your comments, Hillsman. Okay, there's a question there. Should we touch on that quick?
Will there be a video of yesterday's Jumble? So yes, there will be.
Yeah, I filmed a load of bits and
yeah, and I showed a few bits in that video. So and I know I keep promising a haul. I will do a haul. But you know,
you heard it here first.
You know what I'm like. I'm just takes me a long time to get around to things.
There was a question I was going to touch on. Nic, let Andrea go to bed. Bless her. I said to her to go to bed earlier. Yeah. Didn't I?
I didn't want to let anybody down. I didn't want to let you down tonight. So
that's fine. I could have managed on my own. Where's that question gone? Right, Elmo says, Nic, when shipping board games, do you use bags or brown paper to wrap? Seen Cora did a video about her brown paper after I'd ordered bags. If the box is something sturdy, like, for example, these, which are super sturdy, I would just wrap that in brown paper. I've never had a problem with that. But if you've got something like a vintage Monopoly, you know, in one of those bigger boxes which have very little support, I would put that in another box before sending it out. So generally, I just go by how much support I think the box has got, and if I think that's going to survive going through the Royal Mail or Hermes.
And you normally put a bit of extra tape on the sides in case it gets bashed.
Yeah, I would put brown paper around it and then put tape around the edges if I feel it's necessary. So yeah.
Heather says, look after yourself, Andrew, and get shot of that cold. Thank you, Heather. But I don't think I've got a cold. I don't know. It might come to that. I think it's more sinusitis or something like that. It's just pain currently.
Or hangover.
It's not a hangover. I didn't really drink a lot. I had 2 glasses of wine last night.
No, I know. Hello both. Question: have you got any hangers left for sale? We've got some of the clippy ones that hang. What are the clippy ones for? Trousers.
Yeah.
Like kid-size clippy hangers. We've got loads of those left. We have given away or got rid of all of the normal kids ones now.
Yeah,
normal
all
basic
the normal
ones.
All the adult ones have gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got. I don't know if we've got any of the big clippy hangers. I think we do.
I think they're in the
sizes
loft.
of them. But we're not giving those away. We're thinking of doing some bundles of those, aren't we?
Yeah, they are worth more money, so we might try and sell those on.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I've got a very tickly cough. Right, I was a Jumble queen when I was about 10, says Karin. Used to buy badges. Now they would be vintage. Yeah.
Graham says, Andrew needs a box of chocolates and a week off. Oh, that sounds good, Graham.
Donna, I bought the clear bags that Andrea uses from the link you guys left. The best thing I ever bought and has helped so much with organisation. There you go. Cool.
Oh, that's cool. Excellent.
I'm really glad that helped.
Yeah, and then I just read underneath, Ryan said,
yeah,
how do you pack dresses, coats, box them or big bag? I put them in a poly bag. I do a double bag, so I do them in the clear bags first and then put in an eBay poly bag.
Clippy ones, I'm writing that down to this Graham. You know what I mean, the ones with the 2 little
like a crab. And then I'm assuming is that Leah says, Andrea, have you set up an Etsy shop for vintage? I recently did and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I do have an Etsy shop. I haven't really had a lot of success with selling vintage clothing on it though. I've sold toys, but not much clothing really.
No. Right, there's a couple of questions I'll read out and then I'll share. I don't have much more to share, but I'll share a few more bits. Any good tips? This is Gary. Any good tips for writing listings? How do you include all the keywords? There's not much that we know that I'm sure anybody who's tried selling on eBay, writing a listing knows really. I mean, as for keywords, when you do your research and you look up, for example, this Lego truck, just see what other keywords come up. And make a mental note of those or write them down.
Or think about the terms that you would search if you were trying to search for that.
Yeah. It's really not rocket science. So just, figure out what works and what's worked for other people and go from there, really. Question, I'm on holiday at the moment. This is Hannah. I just wondered how you set up when you go away on holiday. Good question.
Yeah, we should probably do a video on that. It's quite a simple process, really.
Yeah.
I think it's going to bulk edit. It's really difficult to explain it without showing it.
You can set up holiday settings, can't you? You can put your shop on
holiday, but you need to change the dispatch time. So you need to go into bulk edit and then change your dispatch times. You can't do one without the other because if you have the same dispatch time, people will just expect to get it within 2 days, even if it says that you're on holiday.
Yeah. People don't always see the little holiday message that comes up.
People don't always see that they're going to get it in 10 days time either, but
Exactly.
Can only do what you can do.
John, Nick, you could cut Monopoly board. Monopoly board jokes. When will that ever end? That's about 3 years ago now. Oh, blimey, there's loads of questions coming. Oh, hold on. You did that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Anyway, Hannah, I hope you're having a good holiday. I don't know what you're doing watching us while you're on
No.
holiday.
I'd be in the bar. Maybe they are in the bar watching on the phone. Reselling UK with Luke. The day I got back from Malta in the evening, I purchased my biggest haul of Nintendo Wii games ever, 348. What? That's a lot of Wii games. And a lot of controllers, wheels, and strangely spare manuals. Wow. What's your favourite part of reselling? What's yours?
Sourcing.
Sourcing.
Yeah, I think most people would say that.
I think it'd have to be sourcing.
Yeah.
I mean, we just enjoy it. We had no real need to go to these jumble sales we keep sharing.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to look around in here or in Andrew's office to see that we are way behind where we want to be with listing. But it's fun, and it's something that we both enjoy on the same level. So it's something we can go out and do together. So yeah. And then we've got the boot sale season coming up. I know a few people went boot selling today. Tom was out today.
Yeah, our local one has started, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But we didn't go.
But yeah, so I think sourcing is easily the most fun bit.
Yeah, I've been quite enjoying doing the photography recently because I've been changing it up a bit, getting a bit more creative with it.
I think some of Andrea's pictures have been amazing. And I've been trying to convince her to do a video, sharing some of how you're changing up your pictures.
Yeah.
Because people will find that interesting.
I probably will, actually. Yeah.
You don't realise how good at that you are. And when you do that thing where you divide one picture up into 4.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want Andrea to do a video about how she does photography, because she has a photography degree. She's very good at it, and you should show the world.
Wow. It's not, it's nothing amazing, nothing really very overly original.
Well, I think it is.
But I've been playing with it, and I've just been enjoying it, really.
Right,
I've been getting Ellen to model clothes that actually fit her, because I've been listing on Depop as well. There's more of a trend for sort of younger clothes to, be shown on a younger person. So I've been getting Ellen to model for me.
Right. Yes, please, Andrea. Yes, and yes, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Can we see a video? Or even if you just share some of your recent pictures and explain what you did and how you did it. Because I'd like to see that. And I know
work out how to screen share.
Yeah, see? Screen share. Yeah. We need to know. Yeah, that's so annoying.
You can do that in iMovie, actually. You might be able to. I don't know.
Bumcrack Picker. Nic and Andrea Hills need one more subscriber to get to 16,000. Really? I know it was close. Gosh. I can't see on this screen. Oh, wow. Let us know if we get there during the video, won't you? Please, Andrea, says Chelsea. Yes, Andrea. There you go. See, it'll be a fun video to make. Yes, show us the video. Yeah. I'll just talk about orbs again. Are we getting little things floating around?
I did notice what I do think was a bit of dust earlier when we had the I don't know, we were showing the curtains, I think.
Oh, okay.
But there's a difference between what an orb looks like and what a bit of dust looks like, to me.
Karen Nocrafts asks, question, Andrea, could you do a video on Depop and how that works?
Yes, I could.
We haven't had any sales there, have we?
No.
Or have we? No.
No. Yeah, Fake Rachel did one as well.
Okay, yeah, lots of people want you to do that video. 16,000 subs now, Nick, says Peter. There you go. Bumcrack Picker says it as well.
Oh, wow.
16,000 subs.
High five.
High five. See? High five again. No. What? Go on, just for... See? Go. I won't move it away. Ah. 16,000. Can you even imagine?
I know.
I still remember like it was yesterday. We were on holiday in Turkey. I've been doing YouTube about a month or something, and I got to 30 subs. I woke up one morning, picked up my phone and logged in and went, I've got 30! Yeah. 30 subs!
30 people want to watch me.
And I wandered around with a big smile on my face the whole day. And that was still like a pin. I remember getting to 1,000, and that was quite a big celebration. That's just mad, isn't it? 6,001, according to Hannah. Please share your talent, Andrea. I like the ones you were doing, the, what do you call them? Flat lays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got to make this video now. Public demand.
Yes.
I was going to share some more stuff. Do you want to see more stuff? I'll carry on with pictures.
People always want to see more stuff, you know. People love watching stuff. I love watching stuff. I love a haul video. The Dublin Reseller says, I watched your video this morning on a Habu eBay fulfillment.
Yes.
Do Habu... Oh, no, it's disappeared.
Hold on. Do Habu take a percentage of the final sale price, or is it just a monthly fee? No, it's there's a monthly fee depending on which scheme you go on, and then they charge you for the, basically, like, it's very much like FBA, if you know how that works. So there's kind of a fee for the picking and the dispatch, but they don't take a percentage of your sale price. It's all on the website. The best thing I can suggest is that you go over there, because their website has it all laid out, and that will explain it. And if you have any further questions, contact them. Martin will be there and happy to answer any questions on email. So that's your best bet, because we've only just started using it. Our stock is going to go up next week, and once we get our heads around that, we'll have more idea. But we're as new to it as you guys right now. Any advice for selling on eBay? It's what the channel's about, really. So yeah, I've just started to sell on eBay and only sold 2 items. Is it my listings, or am I just impatient? Without knowing what you're trying to sell and how you're trying to sell it, we would have no idea.
I think it's just a case of building up your listings and just plugging away at it, really.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I've said this before. I'll quickly do my version of why aren't my things selling. Is it's one of 3 things: either there's no demand for what you're trying to sell, or you are pricing it wrong, i.e. you're overpricing it, or it's something that you're doing wrong in the listing. The pictures aren't good, the description is not good. Because if you've got something that is in demand, it's at the right price, and your listing's good, it will sell. It's as simple as that. So think about those 3 things and apply it to your listings, and hopefully that will help. Okay. Screen share. I can't screen share doing it yourself. That's Ryan, isn't it?
Just reading what Daisy May says. Andrew, you may be experiencing a facial migraine which causes sinus headache pains, which is very debilitating. Try migraine tablets or ask a doctor. Yeah, it's like that. It definitely
Well,
is.
you have a lot of
I
sinus.
get a lot of sinus pain, but this is like it just hasn't shifted all day. Yeah, it feels very much like that, I have to say.
Another question. I've had questions like this a lot as well. How much stock do you think you need to make regular daily sales? You seem to have a lot of stock, and elsewhere, I'm sure, I know it varies daily, but roughly how many sales do you make a day? There is no, I think, direct correlation between how many items you've got and how many sales you will get. You could have tens of thousands of really crap items that nobody wants and sell nothing. Or you could have 10 items or 10 lines that are really popular, and you sell 1,000 items a day from those 10 lines. It all depends what you've got. And depending on what you choose to stock, you will have to adjust the model accordingly. We have so much stock because we're very opportunist, and we bought out a car dealership recently. Hence, most of what you see is from one big pickup, and you don't have a choice of the volume when you're going for big hauls like that. You suddenly have a house full of car parts if you're going to choose to go that way. But I don't think there is a number that you need to get a regular amount of sales. It all comes down to the quality of the items and the demand for them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, we were having this discussion the other day about, because there's always a sort of a chain of thought that if you have to have a lot of listings in order to get lots of sales, and we tend to hover around the 500 mark, don't we?
Yeah.
But it's, you know, you could look at someone's shop and think, oh, they've only got 500 listings, so you know they're obviously not doing all that great. And then you could look at someone else who's got, you know, a couple of thousand listings and think, oh, they must be amazing. but they might have a couple of thousand listings because their stock's not selling. And the person with the 500 listings, not necessarily us, but a person with 500 listings, you know, they might be selling like, it might be listing 100 a day and selling 100 a day. You know, it's that sort of thing. So if you're always hovering around a certain, can you explain what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it's basically what I was saying. The thing is, I think in an ideal world, you'd have virtually nothing in your shop.
It's relative to how much you're selling.
Yeah.
So you might be building up your listings, but that could mean you're building up listings because you're not selling anything. You could be hovering around the same amount of listings all the time and listing loads. But the good thing is you're selling loads as well, which is why you keep hovering around that amount of listings.
Yeah. Well,
so, you know, what's the better, you know, you can't just look at one person's account and another person's account and make a snap judgment, because that's what I'm trying to say, and I'm not articulating it very well.
I know exactly what you mean. But the thing is, I've never had a goal of wanting to have a massive inventory. My goal has always been to sell a lot of gear.
Yeah.
And if you're selling a lot of gear, naturally you won't have a lot of gear in your shop because it's sold. And I think, yay, happy days. Anyway, the only other thing I've got to share is media, really. There was a few board games, just the usual suspects, which will either be put away for Christmas or sent into Amazon. I just bought a bunch of sealed stuff. These were at the Jumble sale. The Idiot Abroad series really don't hold much value, but this is the complete and it's sealed. Even that's only about a tenner on Amazon. But they were from the Jumble, so they were cheap.
Can you scroll down so we can see what people are saying?
Oh,
thank you.
In a charity shop, I got this, which is lovely. It's the Mighty Boosh Special Edition big set, and on Amazon the cheapest new currently is £50. How likely I would be to sell that at 50, I don't know. It may be something that will sit around till Christmas. I paid £3 on that. I was quite happy with that one. That was in the giant charity shop we went to yesterday, wasn't it? Where they also had 2 sealed Harry Potter triple play Blu-rays, which I think when I scanned it was about £18 on Amazon. They were £1 each. And a Laurel and Hardy box set, which was £3, and the cheapest on Amazon new is 25, I think. So a few bits of media, which will just go straight into Amazon. That's all I've got in here to share. There was a few other bits and bobs, but nothing interesting. You got anything else you want to share? What else is in your bag?
Well, it's just all bog standard stuff, really. It's nothing very exciting.
Nothing exciting. Okay.
I mean, you know, I can.
I've just had a notification that we're live. No.
Yeah, I know. Saw that come up. I mean, yeah, this is a vintage St. Michael's dress. Fugly dress. It's got a belt. It needs an iron. The bane of my existence.
That's 80s, isn't it? Looking at it.
Yeah, it's because the belt's twisted. And I can't actually remember her name now. She's on Instagram, but she's like she does a lot of vintage clothing and not reselling. She doesn't resell it. She just buys it and talks about it and blogs about it, that kind of thing. And she was saying that St. Michael, for some reason, is, you know, whenever she sees St. Michael, there are lots of St. Michael enthusiasts. And whenever she sees it anywhere, she gets really excited because there's a huge sort of wave of people that are real St. Michael enthusiasts. And I thought to myself, sometimes I struggle to sell St. Michael on eBay. And I've started to actually kind of take that out and just say vintage dress and then put it in the brand instead.
Does she sell on like Depop and Vinted and
she
stuff?
Doesn't sell.
Oh,
she blogs about it, and she's just a vintage enthusiast. She's been doing it since she was a teenager and blogging about it.
Someone was saying there. Hold on before it goes.
I just thought it was really interesting because I thought, really? there's like a whole, group of people that actually love St Michael.
Stu Mandry says Dynasty era fugly.
Yeah,
it is. That's what it.
Yeah, I don't think it's 80s though. I think it's more 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
And it's actually made in West Germany. So I don't know, maybe early 2000s.
Gary says M&S dress for a very thin lady. Yeah, the belt was tied up.
It was all,
6-inch
all
waist.
twisted at the back. So yeah. I mean, it's just like I've got a Zara shirt and nothing amazing, really. This was quite nice. It's I think it's Next. Yeah, it's Next, and it's a cape, and it's got alpaca wool in it. It's really, really soft. Very soft. Feel that?
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's alpaca.
So sorry, what?
Next.
Next.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So what were you paying on
like
these?
A cape with tassels on it.
Were these 50p an item, 20p an item?
Yeah, this was 50p. I think the dress was £1 because I go to the rail first, and I've said this before, and they're all £1 on the rail, and then I go to the tape, it's 50p, and this one.
Oh, this
50p.
is more like a poncho.
Yeah. Well, I said cape. But yeah.
I used to have a poncho. I was in the Scouts, right, and we used to have ponchos. So you'd sit around the campfire in a blanket with a hole in, effectively. And then we like hemmed around the hole, and then we stuck all our badges all over it. And I had this poncho with like, I don't know how many badges. And my mum has got one. My mum's been a guide leader for about 30 or 40 years now. And she's got one that must have 500 badges on it. It's epic. Yeah. I think she's got all my old Scout badges on it that came off my poncho.
Yeah, most likely.
And put on hers. And then my sisters went through guides, and she's probably got half of their badges on hers. And she's been around the world with guiding all over the place. It's epic.
Yeah. This was really cool. I think I paid £1 for the actual suit. It's a Next suit. So the trousers they're sort of really shiny. And then it's got like sort of a strappy sort of basque top.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
I thought that was really cool.
You can't wear that to the office.
No, it's more of an evening thing. So it's like a trouser suit.
Morning, guys.
It's more of a going out to a club type outfit.
Oh, okay. Well, I looked at the trousers and I thought office.
I know. But yeah, really liked that.
Does that have like a lace to lace up? This is like a corset.
Yeah, it is like a corset. Yeah. It's very Madonna from 1989, isn't it?
You need big pointy bra with it.
Yeah.
Claire and Leah say St Michael is a great seller for me. Next doesn't sell at all.
Oh, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I picked this up. I think this is St Michael as well. It is. St Michael, made in the UK. I think it's 90s again. Picked it up because Ellen is looking for sort of vintage blazers for when she goes to sixth form, which is not far away. But it was just slightly too big for her, unfortunately. But it's really cool.
That's ugly. Isn't it though?
I don't know. I quite like it.
I know I'm behind in the chat. Christian says a poncho like Clint Eastwood. Yes, exactly like that I had in the Scouts.
Yeah.
Watch out, Nick will get his woggle out next.
And then I really love this. This is Forever 21.
Did I get a reselling badge? There wasn't such a thing, but I would have done. Oh, that's all right. I like that.
That's really pretty. I might actually even try that on.
What brand is that then?
It's Forever 21.
Oh, sorry.
An online brand.
Oh, so it's not a vintage then? It looks vintage.
No, it's not vintage, but it's really pretty.
I thought that was vintage.
It's vintage inspired.
Is that your size then?
It's a medium, so yeah, it is.
Cool.
Might try it on. I don't know.
There you go. Some cool things.
Yeah.
What's that there?
What's that? The
cardboard. Oh, is it tights? Oh, I could just see that picture. I was like, what?
Pair of St Michael's body shaper tights.
Oh, right.
Oh, hang on. I've got a fugly jumper.
That looks like a carpet. That looks like the carpet we had in the 80s.
That's St Michael's as well.
Oh, my word.
That is awesme. Then there was an orb that just went across there at that point.
Yeah, that was dust. It came off this. Come on. Let me hold it up here. Look at that. It feels like carpet.
I know. It's really awesome.
It's like a doormat. Look at that. And it's really quite, I think that'd be itchy, wouldn't it?
Probably. Could probably do with the wash.
It doesn't.
It's got that jumble smell to it.
St. Michael. So that's, what do you reckon,
musty.
90s then? 80s? I don't know if you can tell from the labels the era on things.
90s.
That's what the label looks
But
like.
let's have a look, because it sometimes tells you on the actual label what year it is.
Does it?
Sometimes it does. It's not going to
Got an
this
itchy
time, though, of
nose.
course. No, I don't know.
No.
No, this one doesn't say. But I think that's more sort of 90s label.
Alpaca. Full name is Mr. Alan Pacamac. What? Get it on, Nick. I'm not wearing these. I'm not wearing that. That would be all itchy and horrible anyway.
It would be. You'd need something underneath.
Probably a Norwegian doormat, that is, apparently.
St. Michael, patron saint of underwear.
Oh my God, that's ugly. Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Noel Edmonds, did he wear jumpers like that? He was more brightly coloured, wasn't he? I remember going to see live. Do you remember when they did the Late Breakfast show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They used to prank people, didn't they? Like I can't remember what they called it, but they would basically set people up. And we were at the live show at the old BBC TV studios where the prank was done on Noel Edmonds. So he was pranked. So he thought he was pranking someone else and they pranked him. It was epic.
I was just trying to see if I could find the blogger that I was talking about.
Oh,
but it might take me a while.
It's a super chat from Quillen there. Cheers, mate. Andrea, did you buy the Woolite sheets yet? I don't know what that means.
Oh no, I didn't. No, I haven't. It's about dry cleaning sheets.
Oh,
no,
right.
I haven't done that.
All right, we need to do that.
Yeah.
Noel Edmonds lives near me.
Oh, really?
Not me, Christian.
I knew it, not you, see.
Crinkly Bottom, that's right, Chris. Yeah, that was so much fun going up to watch that. That must have been early 90s, I think I went up.
Okay, her name is Rosalind, that's Rosalind Jana, which is Jana. Rosalind Jana. She's like she blogs about vintage clothing. So if you're interested, I found her fascinating. So
I'll write it in the side. So Rosalind
Jana.
Like that?
Yeah.
Jana.
Like
that?
Yeah.
Nice. Norwegian
Blue. She has
Blue.
an Instagram account and she has a website and stuff as well.
Mr. Blobby. Yes, it was Mr. Blobby era, I think, when we went up and watched that.
Yeah.
Look, people are talking about Norwegian Blue. Do you know what the reference is on that?
No. Is it rude?
No. Is it rude? No, it's a dead parrot.
Oh.
It is dead.
Oh, okay.
Parrot sketch.
Apparently, The Life of Brian is going to be at the open air cinema in the summer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We've got it on DVD. We were sent it for you to watch.
I know.
We would watch it tonight, but you're going to go to bed after this. Yes, we still haven't watched that film and DVD. There's always something on the planet that Andrea has to watch, isn't there?
You would never watch any telly. He lives in here. You very rarely am graced with his presence in the main part of the house.
I'm going to get telling off now, guys.
I put up with it.
Norwegian Blue is a Scandinavian porn channel, probably. I bet it is.
That's what
I bet if you Googled that, it would be.
That's why I said,
Don't Google that.
Is it rude? I was like, sounds like that.
Right. Okay, how are we doing for time? Oh, that's cool. We've been on just about an hour. I don't think I've got anything else to show you. Oh, one other thing. Last night, I need some more stock to be thinking about. I happened to come across a video about somebody talking about Magic the Gathering cards, which I used to be really into. When we had the shop, I used to run tournaments and stuff for Magic the Gathering, which is basically like Pokemon for adults. That's how I describe it. and we used to do a roaring trade on that sort of stuff in the shop.
Yeah, I did.
I grew a big following of people that would come in and play in the tournaments I ran and buy cards from us.
Reselling with Luke says, oil the chair. Yes.
Can you hear that?
He did actually oil the chair, Luke, but it
didn't
made
work.
it worse, I think.
Yeah. I used to do a lot more buying and selling of magic in the shop. It's a lot easier to just
I did wonder why
trade
everyone was
over the
saying
counter.
WD-40.
You need to oil your chair a bit. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
And then I had tens upon thousands. When I started making videos from this office, there was one of these bays which used to stick out this way that was just full of Magic the Gathering cards, and we used to sell commons by the 100.
The technicals are here, comes along and says it needs new bearings or something. We just need a new chair here. That's it, really.
It's fine. Anyway, shortly after when we started this office, well, no, maybe, I don't know, a while after that, I got rid of all the common Magic cards because it was a...
Didn't you send them to Vinny?
I sent them all to Vinny. He gave me a lump sum for all of the common cards. I've still got all the uncommons and rares. This tin is one example of the rares I have. There's, I don't know how many thousand in here. And it's, the thing is, it's such a huge job. I never start on it. But I looked up a few of these promo cards. So I'll find some that I looked up just to give you an idea. Yeah, this, for example, this is when I used to run tournaments. You see, it's got a foil FNM on that. So that's Friday Night Magic. I used to run Friday night tournaments, and Wizards of the Coast, who make these cards, would send me these promos that I would give away as prizes, but we never, they sent us loads, so we never gave them all away. And that now is about 10 to 12 pounds a card, and I've got loads of them.
Now we've got a super chat from M Mass. Thank you very much. Said first church rummage sale of the season yesterday, even though it's only 35 degrees out. It finally feels like winter is over.
35 degrees. So what's that in our language?
I'm not sure.
I think that's probably about like 5.
Yeah, 35 would be like tropical in our language. So I'm not sure.
Probably about 2 to 5 degrees or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whereabouts are you? Yeah, so I know around sort of New York areas like New Jersey have got lots of snow, thick snow, haven't they?
They have a similar temperature, you know, weather system to us in New York, don't they?
Yeah.
They have quite nice summers and
it feels like we had the snow and it's come over to them.
Well, we tend to get their weather after them, don't it? It comes across the Atlantic to us, I think.
And Alice Opp said, yay for first church rummage sale. We had our first real estate sale yesterday in Montreal, Canada. Nice.
1.6 degrees in C, which is Celtic.
Oh,
I can't even talk now. So it's 1.6, 35 degrees is right. Okay.
Wow, that is cold. It was 10 degrees here today. It would have been a lovely day to go out for a walk.
It would have been. Yeah, we had that planned.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I'm hoping it'll be like that tomorrow. I don't know.
I just thought I'd share this with you. So I don't know when I'm going to get onto it. There's another, for example, foil Friday Night Magic limited edition card of an icy manipulator. That'll mean nothing to most of you.
No, I have actually played this with you a couple of times. You tried to teach me how to play it. It's not a bad game. That's nothing I could be passionate about, but
it's a great game.
I can really enjoy the artwork and I can enjoy the sort of workings of it.
If you've never looked into Magic the Gathering, just go on Google, for example. There's channels about people that buy and sell this for a living, and they do it on a massive scale. There's a pro circuit. There's pro players who earn a fortune playing the game. There's cards that are worth, you know, thousands upon thousands of pounds. It's a whole other little world, really. But that's a project that I don't know when I'm going to get onto it, really. I need to finish the car parts because we need all of this space back. Yeah. But that's just one tin. I think up here, these are all Magic the Gathering cards as well. I have, I don't know how many thousand rares and uncommons. But
Krillin has super chatted again. Thank you, Krillin. Said, Nick, are you or Nick or any of the UK followers, are you going to the resale rally?
We're not planning on it. We are coming over to America in July.
Yeah, but we're not for reselling purposes.
No, but not for that. We're having a holiday, a 10-day holiday, and we're going to Disney. But we're not planning on making the rally. No, I don't know if anyone else from the UK is. Last time there was a lady, I don't know who it was, that went over from London, I think, or certainly from the UK.
Yeah. It would be something nice to do at some point.
Are you going, Krillin? Let us know. I think it's in Florida, isn't it, this time?
Possibly.
I'm sure Golden Finger Picker Chad was saying about that.
But we have to work around school holidays and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Cyber Vagabond says, Nick, using one of your latest videos about using the online tools to find cheaper collection-only auctions, I've bought a book set for £4 and just had the ka-ching on eBay for 27. Thanks.
Wow,
that's cool.
I'm glad the tip helped you out. That's great. So what is it? A book? Oh, a book set for £4 and sold it for 27. Happy days. Yeah, I was amazed. I don't know if you saw last week at the Jumble, I bought those Barbara Cartland books for £1 at the Jumble sale, and I've listed those already at 50. I might have to wait quite a while to get that. But yeah, books are great. My sister was at the Jumble sale with me yesterday and last week. You probably saw in the vlog, and she buys loads of books and does really well building up sets and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've kind of moved away from that now. I'm not that bothered anymore. I used to do a lot more of that. But times change. Right. Oh, Celtic Traders Caroline is in there. Hi there.
Hi.
I managed to catch some of your chat yesterday, which was great.
Yes.
Tip, Nick, Toys R Us are not up to 40%. So in the next couple of weeks, the real sale should start.
Okay, we went in there at the weekend, didn't we? And
I think there'll be some footage from the vlog from yesterday where we popped into a big charity shop and then went over the road to the Toys R Us and into Maplin that are closing down. 2 stores that are pretty much brand new in Stevenage are closing down. It's such a shame. But the Toys R Us one, it was 30% max, I think we saw, didn't we?
Yeah.
Maybe a few bits at 40, but
it wasn't worth doing.
No, and the guy in there told me to stop filming.
Yeah, he said because of the children, but we weren't filming any children. We're just filming shelves.
Yeah. So I carried on anyway.
Yeah. And Ryan says, question, do you guys ever miss having a unit to work away from home? I don't.
It was nice having somewhere to go and come back from.
I suppose it made the days a bit more structured.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really like working from home. I'm probably happier than I've been in many years working at home.
We don't miss the overheads, the added costs.
Oh, definitely not that. It was so stressful.
Because when we were, if you guys don't know, just before we started the channel, actually I started the channel from that unit. We used to rent like a little storage, well, not a little, quite a large storage unit with separate office space and a kitchen and all of this in Hitchin. And it's about a 5-minute drive from here. And that's when we tried to specialize in clothing and just do that on a big scale. And then we had this built or converted and moved everything here. And then we set up the clothing shop, and then we ended up back here. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really miss it. I never think, oh, I know, I'd love to go down to that. It was cold.
Oh, it was always cold.
It was drafty.
Both of our replay shops were freezing. They never had any central heating in. And I said, when we looked for a unit, I said, the one stipulation is that we have central heating. We have radiators in there. And it did have radiators, but it was still freezing.
They were totally inefficient.
So you just spend your entire winters like with 3 layers on and your scarf and sometimes your hat.
Well, we only had it 1 year, didn't we?
I remember we used to wear caps just to keep the warmth in replay. And somebody came in one day and said, oh, is it wear your cap to work day today?
Did they? Yeah.
Just trying to keep warm with a little heater underneath the counter. Yeah, I don't miss that at all.
No,
Mind you, it's always freezing in here because you don't have heating in here. But my office is gorgeous because I've got, as soon as the sun shines,
you got the best deal out of this.
I've got solar heating.
Yeah, but no, this works perfectly for us now. It means, you know, we have virtually no outgoings, so it just means we have to do that little bit less to be financially comfortable, and that's what it's all been about for us for the last, I don't know how many years. We did try and go into the shop, obviously, and experimented with that again, but I think that was just us realizing that we are much happier doing less and being comfortable and having no overheads and being able to just walk away from this at any point. And you know, it's
the
great.
no overheads thing is great.
Yeah, there's so little pressure. So it works for us. It wouldn't suit everybody.
No, because a lot of people want to scale up their businesses and have staff and make it, you know, make it a bit bigger. But we're quite happy just keeping it to the two of us and keeping it a bit smaller. So.
Right. Question: how much were the rental bills per year at the stores you had? Oh my goodness, I can't even remember. When we had the big replay one, it was yearly was about 100,000 if you add in the rates, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean quarterly it was like, I think it was 11, wasn't it?
No, it was more than that. No, that's on the clothing one you're talking. That
was 16 quarterly.
I can't remember. It was a lot. I think with rates and everything, it was around 20 something a quarter. So maybe somewhere about 80 to 100,000. But then you had to add in a lot of bills on top of that.
Yeah,
so
because also you have, you know, everything else, utilities. That was my train of thought. You have all your utilities. You have to think about internet. So you end up paying 2 lots of internet because you're obviously still working at home. And the
so storage unit
that you just don't consider.
The storage unit compared to the retail outlets was really cheap. We weren't paying a lot for it.
No,
I mean, it still added up quite a lot because we still had rates on that. Although, did we get rate relief? I think we had small business rate relief on that. Anyway, I don't know why we got into this. The retail outlets were painfully expensive. Let's just say that. Peter Cummins, how much? Geez, why would anyone have a physical shop? You say that if you get it right. Retail is very much like this. If you get it right, and we did with our gaming shop, we earned a fortune out of that place.
Yeah, we did very well out of it.
It was very hard work, very expensive to run. The overheads were shocking. But if you're making an awful lot of money, you don't care about that. It's just how it is.
But it's just, you know, it's
you're happy to pay it.
It's not a stress because you know, you can comfortably pay it.
Yeah.
But whereas with the clothes shop, that was crippling because you just weren't making enough to cover it, really.
Right, I'll do a couple more questions because they're quite interesting. How did you ever find time to get stock when you had the shops? Did someone else run them for you? People bought the stock to us.
Yeah.
And also, I worked pretty much 7 days a week. I would go to boot sales on Sundays. I would work Saturdays. So we just worked very hard.
Yeah. And you used to go out at lunch times and go to charity shops and stuff as well.
Sometimes. I didn't do a lot of charity shopping then. It was mainly boot sales I'd do on the Sunday.
Lots of retail arbitrage at Christmas. Used to come back with stacks of stuff that we'd stick on Amazon.
Yeah. It feels like a long time ago now. Right. So I'm just reading in the chat. Right, should we wrap this one up?
I think we should,
it's 9:15.
Next week, I was going to say that we've set a load of listings, auction listings.
Oh, we have?
They should be starting around now. So next week, they should be ending about this time.
This is just your stuff.
The only reason that we're doing that is just because I've got loads of stuff, like still kids' clothes and stuff to clear out. So if anything actually sells, it'll be ending around here. So we just thought it'd be fun to end next week.
Yeah, they're ending from 9 to about this time, yours, aren't they? Between us, I think we sent about
just to see
50.
what does sell. I mean, I'm just happy if it sells for its opening bid, to be fair. I just need to clear it now. So
we sent about 50 items, some of my stuff, most of it's Andrea's clothing, old stuff, to auction just to see if that will gain a few sales.
Yeah.
My
Because
stuff's
it's
not
just
ending.
stuff that's gone round and round and round, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
just need to clear it now.
So if we stay on this late next week, we might get a load of auctions
Yeah.
ending.
We'll see.
And get some ka-chinks, or none of it will sell.
Yeah, or none of it.
Anyway, right. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. We're on 91 thumbs up. Should we see if we can watch that rise before we go? There we go, 94. Hey!
Oh, thanks, guys.
We'll be back on Tuesday for a chat. I'll be chatting with Zahir. Don't know what about. There should be the vlog of our little Jumble sale adventure yesterday. I hopefully will edit that tonight, maybe if I get time. I'd quite like to sit and watch some telly and do. I'm going to go to bed now.
I really am.
And we'll see you soon. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.